Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very special video for you guys, and so basically what happened was I went on Instagram and Facebook. I put a question box up and I told you guys to make assumptions, or told my Facebook and Instagram followers to make assumptions about me that they think are true, and I would say whether they were true or false. So this is a bit of a switch up from what I've been doing here recently, which is cool. Also, do not pay attention to my nails. I need to get them done. I need to find the time to get them done. So yeah, so let's just ignore that. I'm gonna try not to put them in the camera too much. But yeah, so this is my new setup. I'm not sure if I'm the biggest fan, just because I need to get my lighting right. This whole shadow thing behind me, I'm not really messing with too much. But I just have to try to find a way to incorporate natural light and artificial light where it doesn't do all this extraness. So yeah, so I have written down a few assumptions. I want to say I picked about 10, the 10 that I thought were the best. So like I said, I'm going to read you guys an assumption. I'm also going to put it on the screen here, just in case you guys can't hear me, or if you need me to repeat it or whatever. I'm going to have it on the screen so you guys can see what it is. So I'm going to try to read them exactly how people wrote them, because I feel like that's how I wrote it down. So also, if you see me looking down, it's because I wrote them down on a piece of paper. Also, don't have my glasses on, so if I mess something up, please just disregard. So first assumption number 1 is I feel like you probably have great or interesting taste in music. I just want to say that my music taste is pretty lit. It's pretty impeccable, if I do say so myself, just because I feel like anything that slightly sounds like neo soul or like an old school 90s vibe when it comes to R&B, I'm gonna listen to 100%. And I think that that's a lot of people's vibe here recently, but you know, I just feel like people don't make true R&B anymore. I don't want no upbeat R&B. I want some slow, mellow, Session 32, Summer Walker type of vibe. So I was gonna say something else and I forgot. Also, I listen to a lot of hood shit too, like Young Boy, Mo3. You know, I'm very versatile. I listen to a lot of different things. And I've had like men, you know, that I've dated or previously talked to before tell me like, wow, I could literally have you in the car with me while I'm playing what I want to play. Yeah, absolutely. I'm with it 100%. So that's that. Very true, if I do say so myself. The second assumption is something that I get a lot, and I feel like if I had $5 for every time I had to correct someone or answer this question, I would be rich at this point. But somebody said you're white. I'm not white. I'm 100% Puerto Rican. Both my parents are Puerto Rican. I am the second generation of people in my family to live here and be in the States. So my grandparents on both sides, my mom and my dad's side, were born in Puerto Rico, and then my parents were born in New York, and I was born in New York, so I'm the second generation. But yeah, I'm Puerto Rican. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people always think I'm mixed with black and white, but I'm not white at all. I am Puerto Rican. Assumption number 3 is you can cook anything. So this was an interesting one, because I'll be honest, I think that I know more about cooking than I know how to actually cook. I watch a lot of cooking stuff on YouTube, and I just think I know more about cooking than I know how to actually cook. But there are a few things that I do or will say that I make very, very well. I make a good salmon. I make good pasta, anything Italian like baked ziti, lasagna. Pretty fire if you ask me, but I can't cook anything. I'm sorry, that is false. Okay, this is another one that I get a lot. Assumption number 4. I'm probably gonna lose count at some point. But you know, here we are rolling with it. Okay. Assumption number 4 is you're a little stuck up. So I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this is one of those assumptions that I don't mind too much, just because if I'm being honest, I know I'm not stuck up, but at the same time, I feel like I enjoy being kind of unapproachable. just because I'm not a big fan of like small talk, and I feel like I'm a bit socially awkward. I'm outgoing at the same time, but just a little socially awkward. Sometimes I don't know how to like respond to certain things that people ask or say. So, but I'm not stuck up at all. I'm really down to earth, and I also get a lot when people meet me, they say like, wow, you're way cooler than I thought you were gonna be. And because I pride myself on being 100. So if people see that I'm 100, then I know I'm doing my job right out here in this thing called life. So next assumption is you'd rather talk in person. So I am that type of person. Like, I'm a person, like, if I fuck with you, whether you're a friend, whether you're someone that I like, I'm definitely the type of person that's like, yo, when I'm gonna see you, like, when are we gonna hang out? I miss you. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a lazy ass texter. Like, if I'm not the person who sends a paragraph, I used to be that person. I'm not that person anymore. I'm not gonna send you a paragraph. I'm not gonna do that. When people send me paragraphs, I'm kind of like, ugh, damn, I gotta find the social capacity to read this and then respond in a way that doesn't make it seem like I don't give a fuck. Because it's not that I don't care. It's just, child, if you don't call me or pull up on me like, yo, let's go out to lunch, let's talk about this type of thing. Like, I'm that type of person. So that's very true. That assumption I'll say is very true. Another assumption people had, and I just want to say that they're gonna get juicy at the end, okay? Because some of the assumptions were really funny. So yeah, just stay tuned, okay? So the next assumption is you're someone who never gives up on something that they want. I want to say that's true to an extent, because anything like goal oriented, or like, if it has to do with like what I want for myself, or, getting a different job, or going to school, or, anything that has to do with goals, I'm going to try my hardest to do, and I'm going to try my hardest not to give up. So I'll say that that is true. But when it comes to like more personal things like friends or relationships, I used to be the person in relationships who was like, nah, I'm gonna make sure that it work because I want it to work. But now, as I'm getting older, I'm like, nah, two people gotta want something to work, whether it be a friendship, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a family bond. It has to be two parties. Both parties have to want that connection, that bond. So I'll give up quick. All my friends will tell you my standards are very high when it comes to like men. Or not that my standards are very high, but more so that my tolerance for shit is really low. Mental health is wealth, and I put that over everything. So that's that on that. Next assumption is somebody else said you may be stuck up, not easy to come up and talk to. I'm very easy to come up and talk to. Y'all ever seen that meme? I'm gonna try to put it after this clip of Selena, where I think the meme was like, when people are not talking to me and she's sitting there like, and then the next one was like, when people talk to me and she's like smiling real big. That's me. Literally, my rusted face is real. So I feel like that's, I'm like I said, I pride myself on not being approachable, just because I feel like everybody doesn't deserve your interaction and your energy exchange. But at the same time, I feel like I'm super easy to approach. Like, I'm super nice. It just depends on how the person approaches me. Whatever way you approach me, that's the way I'm gonna reciprocate it. So be mindful of that, and everything will be cool. This one was funny. So somebody said that literally it said you don't do D boys. So I'm assuming they mean dope boys. But I mean, it's not that I don't do dope boys. I just feel like honestly, I don't really have a type. Like, if he sells and that's what he want to do, and he's a good guy and he's a caring person, and check, we're good. But I feel like if you think I'm the type of person that's gonna be like, I'm gonna hold it down 2, 3, 4 years, no baby, I'm not gonna do that. Because at the end of the day, I feel like that's selfish to want somebody to wait 3, 4, 5 years for you just because you decided to do something with your life that wasn't valid or that wasn't legal. But that's all I'm gonna say on that. Because if you don't supposed to do it the right way, that ain't gonna happen. But I have dated a dope boy before, and he wasn't shit. This is the thing though with dope boys. This is how I be looking at shit. Okay, you're gonna go make 55 plays, right? A day. However many plays. You're gonna go make multiple plays a day. And who's to say you're not gonna be like, I'm going to make a play, and you're really going to go see Susie, and I don't have time for that. And I feel like dope boys have terrible time management. I'm not with none of that because we're too old for that. And I'm just not with it. I'm sorry. But I don't have nothing against dope boys. I think everybody's dope. That was a bad sentence. I think everybody has the potential to be a good person. If you're just not a good person, doesn't matter. If you're a dope boy, doesn't matter. If you are a lawyer, doesn't matter what you do. If you're a good person, you're a good person. So it's not that I don't do dope boys. It's just I feel like they're not too much attracted to me just because most people think I'm stuck up. So that's not true at all. So yeah. Next assumption is you don't take no one's shit. And I'm gonna say that's true because that's just the Scorpio in me. I feel like you know, Scorpions, we have a stinker, so I don't take no one. But then at the same time, I feel like I'm a little bit passive in the wrong situations. Like, okay, if a friend does something to me, I'm like, nope, that's not a friend. I'm not with it. But if I'm dating someone and, you know, when you're in love with someone, you make more excuses for them, and you normally wouldn't tolerate from friends, you're gonna keep tolerating from a man. So I don't take no one, and I'm gonna let you know how I feel. But at the same time, I feel like every juice ain't worth the squeeze. So you gotta pick your battles wisely, but you also can't let people walk all over you either. So keep that in mind, people. Like I said, mental health is wealth. Don't be risking your mental health out here for nobody. Family, friend, boyfriend, whatever. Next assumption is you're 5'6", which is 110% on the money. I am 5'6". I feel like I'm kind of tall for a girl. Most of my friends are shorter than me, but yep, I'm 5'6". That's 100% true. Next assumption is you're a female with priorities in check and a good head on your shoulders. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm still young. Sometimes my priorities are a little bit fucked up depending on, you know, what I need to be doing, what I am doing, just because, like I said, mental health is wealth. And I feel like sometimes, well, I'm not gonna say sometimes, but 79% of the time I'm putting my mental health over everything. So, you know, sometimes if that means taking a day off from work just because I'm not mentally in a good space and because my anxiety levels are up, I'm gonna do that. And, you know, most people say like, oh, you're taking off to not do nothing. Yeah, I am, because I feel like my mental health is a priority. Everybody doesn't see it that way. But aside from that, I do feel like my priorities are pretty in check and that I do have a good head on my shoulders. Other people might say differently, but I think that assumption is true to the T. Somebody else said you only like dark-skinned men. So that's not true at all. Not even a little bit. And I will say this. All of the men that I've dated up until this big age that I'm at, 27, almost 28, have been brown skin or dark skin. But I just think that, you know, 9 times out of 10, they were men who gravitated towards me. So it's not that I only date dark skinned men or I only like dark skinned men, because, you know, it's some fine ass light skinned men in the world. Very beautiful men, right? Very beautiful men in general. Light skin, brown skin, dark skin, whatever color your skin is, beautiful. But, you know, I think it just depends on who gravitates towards you, whether they be light skin, dark skin, whatever. I think the only thing that I can say about like regarding type for me is they have to be slim or skinny. I like slim or skinny men a lot of times, but I don't discriminate at all. Skin tone doesn't matter to me, not even a little bit. So that's not true at all. Next assumption is you probably say you don't talk to everyone, but you talk to a lot of people. So I'm assuming talk to as in like entertain. So I mean, I'm not like that at all. So that's 100% false. Now I will say this. I feel like as women, you're allowed to, even as men, when you're single, you're allowed to date whoever you want. Date as in I can go out and date with Billy today and go out on a date with Tommy tomorrow if I want to, because I'm not, you know, I'm not dating anyone. Like I'm not dating anyone, but I don't have a boyfriend or I'm not married. So, you know, if I want to weigh my options, I'm going to do that. Now, do I give the same energy to every option that I have? Absolutely not, because, you know, that's normally how it goes. Like, let's be real here. Everybody has options. And then at some point, you like one of the options more than your other options. And so you focus on that option and you see where it goes. That's usually how it works. You date, you know, you go on a couple of dates with people, you see who you like. Once you find who you like, you focus on that person and you naturally just stop speaking to other people. So I definitely don't talk to everyone or a lot of people at all. I just weigh my options, find someone I really fuck with, and then I just talk to them. So I think that's false 100%. I'm not messing with that. This is the last one that I'm gonna do. I didn't lost count. As you can see, I stopped saying numbers. It says you only deal with dudes if they have clout. So that's not true at all. Of course, clout, like, oh, if they're well known. Honestly, nope. I like my men low key. I'm not saying I don't want them to be well known, but I just like them low key. I don't like a man who's always in the mix of things, always on every scene. I'm not that type of person, because I feel like just when you're in the mix of a lot of things, people are always going to feel the need to interject themselves into whatever you have going on, just because, you know, you're giving people a reason to feel like they know you. Now, I'm not saying you can't go out and do you, because I'm going to do that. One thing about me, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to go out with my friends. We're going to have fun. But at the same time, I feel like I'm not on every scene. Like I might hit happy hour with a couple of my friends, or, you know, one weekend I might go out with a couple friends and have a couple of drinks and go home and mind my business. But I'm not on every single, like, oh yeah, I'm at the club this day, the bar this day, this event this day. Like I'm not the person that you're gonna see at the bar every week. Like I'm not that person. So I just don't like for someone to be on every, like I'm not going to date somebody with clout. I want somebody who is low-key, about their business, about their Skrilla, and about me, for real. So that's not true at all. Not even a little bit. But yeah, so let me know what you guys want to see from me. Stay tuned. Follow me on IG. I'm going to put it right here or maybe here. But yeah, definitely stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.